Welcome everybody, welcome. So good to see you here. Hello, hello. How are you today? Good, got some thumbs up, fantastic. Huge welcome. Who was here yesterday? Let me know if you were here yesterday or if you are joining us for the first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time, my name is Louisa Havers and I help coaches and entrepreneurs to live at their highest potential in life and in business, lifting the lid we put on ourselves. Let's get rid of that. I am an intuitive business success coach, and a huge welcome to our special intimate container for our Breakthrough the Money Ceiling Masterclass. Hi Terry, welcome, lovely, so good to see you here. Hi Susan, hi John. Let's see who is here on Facebook. Nikki, Tina, hello, welcome. So as you're joining us live, do say hello. Of course, if you're catching the replay, please do say hello. You could use the hashtag money loves me, and then I'll know that you're on the replay, and I can come back and give you a love heart and say hello. And of course, as we share this week together, if you have any questions, please do post them in the comments and I will circle back and make sure that we answer them for you. Hi Ali, welcome. Welcome. So we have got day 2 of our masterclass where we are unlocking the secrets of reality creation. Who is excited for this? Hi Rebecca, welcome, lovely, welcome. And any insights that you have had that have come in since our time together yesterday and today, let us know what has bubbled up for you. Pop it in the chat, I'd love to hear. Hi Tara, welcome, lovely, so good to see you here. Oh, exciting. It just takes a few moments, doesn't it, for people to find us, either whether they're joining us in the Zoom room or whether they're joining us on Facebook or YouTube. So I'd love to hear some celebrations. I know some people have shared some celebrations in the Facebook group already. So what are you grateful for? What are you celebrating? Let us know in the comments. This could be inner shifts. You might have felt an energy shift or an awareness come in, or it can be an outer shift as you have more cash come in, or you welcome in a new client, or you have a new opportunity, a new commission, whatever it may be, because I know everyone has different businesses here. And today we're going to be diving into unlocking the secrets of reality creation, and we'll cover the principles of reality creation, the 3 secrets in unlocking reality creation and how we can unlock the subconscious mind to reveal the hidden resistances. And we'll be doing the Helix method manifesting process. And as part of this, we'll be doing some energy kinesiology and building momentum around breaking through the money ceiling. And then tomorrow, we'll be back with our 3rd masterclass, channeling higher realms of consciousness, and we'll be doing an Akashic record activation. Does that sound good? And I'm just going to get everybody just to take a moment just to call all of their energy back to the here and now, because I'm just picking up somebody's energy again. So I'm just going to send it back to you with love. Just taking a nice deep breath, bringing in grace and love, breathing out anything that doesn't serve you. I just invite you to call all of your energy back to you now. Giving yourself this moment in time, setting your intention. What you want to receive for our time together. Letting go of any initial resistances. Just really allowing yourself to hold onto your energy so that you can anchor it in, because you'll be able to manifest much more quickly if you hold on to your own energy rather than sending it out. Just taking a moment just to set your intention for what you wish to receive and how you wish to feel at the end of our time together today. That's better. We need to be fully in our bodies to be able to manifest. It's really important, which is why I wanted to do this, because I can feel my throat going again. I was like, right, that's not mine. Let's make sure everyone's back in their bodies. Okay, everyone feeling more anchored? Feeling good? Okay. Righty-ho. So some other bits of housekeeping before we dive in. If you are, I just wanted to say actually thank you to everybody who has invited people to come and join us this week. This is absolutely fantastic. And we love to do prizes for everybody as well. So if you've invited somebody this week to come and join us and they have come into the group, we always invite them to share who they were invited by. So we will know that you invited them, so we'll pop your name into the draw. The other way that you can win a prize is by taking action and sharing in the comments, whether this is screenshotting your notes when I've invited you to take action and to do the energy work that we're doing together, or whether it's typing in the comments. My team will go through and gather everybody's names, and then we'll be popping your names into a draw, and you can win one of 3 private sessions with me. This is huge. It's 30 minutes with me, you, your record keepers. The value of that is £1,000, and there's so much that we can do in our time together. So I'm so excited for the opportunity that you have for that to win. So my invitation is to take action every day this week and let us witness you taking action. So share your daily wins, share in the comments the action that you've been taking as you lean into the container. Of course, the more you lean in, the more results and the impact that you'll receive. Does that sound good? Okie dokie. So before we unlock the secrets of reality creation, let's dive in and understand the reality creation principles. So there are 6 reality creation principles. So think of these as truths that underpin the keys to up-leveling your money consciousness and bringing yourself into resonance with your next level of money and wealth. The first principle is everything is energy, including your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. And these all form part of your identity and your human Wi-Fi, which we were talking about yesterday. The second principle is energy follows our attention. So our attention becomes our intention, and energy, because it follows intention, we really want to be intentional, which is why I'm always inviting you to set your intention. It is really, really key. The third principle is your subconscious will work really hard to prove itself right and to keep you in alignment with your identity and your default set point. So your beliefs, think of them, they're hidden in plain sight in your experience of your reality. They're mirrored back to you. The fourth principle is to create a different reality, you must create the identity of the you who already has this and embody this. And then the fifth principle is creating alignment with your higher self, your subconscious and your conscious mind. All three bringing you into resonance with that which you desire more quickly. You'll then receive inspired actions. And when you get to act on these, of course, you need to take the action. That's absolutely key, to take the aligned action. And when you create from these higher planes, what happens is you're able to be non-attached to the outcome, because when you're attached to the outcome, you're actually creating from a lower plane of consciousness, from the astral plane. So it's a slower vibration, there's lots of ego there, and it requires so much more effort to manifest. So this is why co-creating with your higher self-consciousness is so magical. And the sixth principle is you will receive what your subconscious feels safe to receive, which means your capacity to receive can always be expanded. And I talk a lot about soothing the nervous system to feel safe about allowing more in. And I live by these principles, and I've just found it so empowering to really understand this. And so you can see there's a lot going on in our energy field and in our consciousness. But when you use these principles and our manifesting method, and I really want you to get this, you can break through the money ceiling with more ease when you have a method that you can easily use to create that consistency for embodying your identity for the next level. So remember, we have the breakthrough and then the up level. And we do this when we're embodied in the identity of this level. So if you recall our analogy of up leveling from yesterday, is like taking a first class flight to a new destination and to be the energetic match. So to show, that we are in the right place, what happens is we're asked for our passport and our ticket on the flight. So for our up level, our ID and our ticket is our embodied identity. And this includes our personal boundaries, forgiveness, not holding on to past triggers and traumas, and taking full energetic responsibility. And our manifesting method will create this for you. So it's just one of the techniques that we use in the Helix method, which is our advanced energy alignment and manifesting modality. And it's something that you can fit into just a 15-minute period each day. And it's one of the things that we get up to in the Wealth Portal. So this is our manifesting process, connecting in with your higher self, creating the consciousness of your future self. So this is where you're bringing yourself into resonance with what you desire by activating the frequency of that. And we do this through inner and outer spoken activation. So we're creating a new identity, new beliefs, new emotions that then will inspire our aligned actions. Living in the energy of the question, one of my favorite things to do, and taking the aligned action. This is obviously absolutely key, because as we take action, we're anchoring in new beliefs, and you're making the belief physical. So we're going to dive in deeper to this today, and we're creating a new reality by changing your identity to the consciousness of the future self and releasing any resistances that might be holding you back, so that you can bring yourself into alignment, into a vibrational resonance with that which you desire. So using this method is going to change your experience of life, and using this method daily for your daily intentions, and of course on a life level. Now, before we do the energy work together, I just want to dive into this. There are 3 secrets to understand in unlocking the secrets of reality creation. So we're going to dive into these. So the first secret is the illusion of self-sabotage, because there is no such thing as self-sabotaging beliefs. Now, what do I mean here? And I invite you to consider that all beliefs that you have are a positive intention to your survival, to keep you safe, to protect you, to enable you to have a specific experience. So they aren't sabotaging you, they're benefiting you. Every belief has a benefit. And you hear people talk about the hidden benefits of limiting beliefs. It has a payoff because it's serving you in some way. Does that resonate? And understanding this actually helps you to release the beliefs that no longer serve you. And it's, it's not your fault if you've been blaming yourself or making yourself wrong because you've been getting so frustrated with self-sabotage. This is the thing. This is going to be an absolute game changer for you in creating the reality that you desire. So to maintain our up leveling of money consciousness, we know we want to take full energetic responsibility for what we have created within our current environment. So if we're labeling it as resistance or limiting belief, we're rejecting it in part rather than accepting that we created it for a good reason. Here's the thing, if we don't fully own it, we aren't going to be able to fully let it go. This is huge. So let's uncover the beliefs that have been serving us by keeping us safe and in line with the current identity. And then we're going to do the releasing work around this. So I invite you to think about your money breakthrough and a challenge or an area of resistance within this. And to answer these questions, I want you to write these out so you can see them on the piece of paper in front of you. So the first question is, and I will repeat these, what would someone who is experiencing this have to believe? I'm seeing all your lovely messages. It's wonderful, thank you. What would someone who's experiencing this have to believe? What would someone who is doing this have to believe? What would someone who is feeling this have to believe? What would someone who is feeling this have to believe? And how is this belief serving me? I'm just going to put those in the comments as well, so that makes it easier for anyone who might not have a pen to hand. You've got them there. If you're just grabbing a pen, thinking slow down, there you go. You've got them in the comments for you. And another question I want you to consider is, what can I be right about if I continue to create this? Who do I get to be? This is number 5. I'm going to pop this one in. Well, I want everyone to dive into this. Okay, everyone got the questions? So you've likely got some beliefs here that show you where your identity needs to shift. And we spoke of our identity being our ID and our ticket for our trip on the first class plane to our dream destination. So these beliefs that are no longer serving us are creating these additional stops along the way on our flight path. So I'm going to invite you to lean in and journal on these questions. So thinking about your money breakthrough and a challenge or an area of resistance within this, I invite you we're going to spend 5 minutes just leaning in so you can really allow yourself to consider these questions and to make a note of them, and then do share in the comments what you discover. Okay, so I'm going to pop the music on for 5 minutes. So you've got plenty of time to dive into this. Let's just share my audio with you. Okay, so we'll come back together at just before 25 past. Just want to check that everyone's clear on what we're doing. Do pop in the comments if you're unsure, and I will guide you to make sure that you're clear. So we are thinking about your money breakthrough and a challenge or an area of resistance within this, and then journaling on these questions with that in mind. Okay, so how is everybody doing? Have you had a chance to answer all those 5 questions? What insights did you gain? And know that, of course, if you haven't quite completed that, then I invite you to circle back as we wrap up the masterclass and just allow yourself some extra time to dive into those questions. Let's see what's come through for everybody. Wonderful. Just having a little look on Facebook to see what everybody's up to on Facebook. Okie dokie. So let me know, have you completed all 5 questions? Feeling good? Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to dive deeper into this and some more awareness will come to you. The second secret is flipping the script of your energetic responsibility. So thinking of this current area that you want to improve and the reason that you think that the problem or the challenge exists. So I want you to write it out like this, using this framework: the problem, because, using because, and then the reason. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So this is a simple sentence rather than a whole paragraph, if that makes sense. So it could sound something like this: I don't have time for my family because I'm so busy. I don't have time for a partner because I'm so busy. So the problem, because, the reason. I'm so busy and I have so much to do, and I haven't got the money to hire a chief financial officer because I haven't got a big enough cash cushion in the bank. It's a slightly longer sentence. I wanted to give you a slightly longer example. Could be, I'm afraid because I haven't got savings. So pop them in the chat. And if you're watching the replay as well, please pop them in the chat. I know that some people will be like, please can you help me with this, because I can't figure out how to write this sentence. That's absolutely fine. Just pop what you've got and then I can circle back and support you with this. So let's see what we've got. So it's the problem, because, the reason. If I pop that in the chat there, so it can help everybody with creating that. I'll do this in the YouTube, Facebook group as well. So the example: I don't have time for my family because I'm so busy. I'm afraid because I haven't got savings. So let's see what you've got. And then I'm going to invite you to take full energetic responsibility. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Susan. Okay. Now we're going to reverse this. So the problem becomes the reason. So then I invite you to add I want followed by the reason. So this is how we're going to do it. So we're flipping it. So the examples that I shared, I'm going to share the initial statement and then the way we're going to flip the script so you can take full energetic responsibility. So when we had the first example, I don't have time for my family because I'm so busy. So the problem because of the reason. This now becomes the reason and then I want to, problem. So I'm so busy because I don't want to have time for my kids. I don't have time for my partner because I'm so busy, but for a partner because I'm so busy becomes I'm so busy because I don't want to have time for a partner. That makes sense. I'll put the framework in the chat for you. Give you some more examples. So one of the other ones was, I'm so busy, I've got so much to do, I haven't got the money to hire a CFO because I haven't got the cash cushion in the bank, becomes I haven't got the cash cushion in the bank because I want to stay busy and I have too much to do and not have enough money. Yeah, it is confusing. So I know that this one takes a little bit of coaching sometimes. So I'm inviting you all to pop your statements so that I can support you with this. The simplest way to do this is to make the statement. It's really, really simple. So I'm afraid because I haven't got savings becomes I haven't got savings because I want to be afraid. Okay, brilliant. So I don't know how to move forward because I don't have full trust in myself. So how would you flip that? If you rephrase that one using that statement. I'll circle back in a second, see how everyone's doing. This is great. Just sometimes takes a few goes. So we'll just hold the space. So, okay, so we need to say for the taking full and energetic responsibilities because I want to be. So I don't have full trust in myself because I want to stay where I am. I don't want to move forward. Does that make sense? Yes, Rebecca's got it. And as you notice this, so just play with it, because sometimes the way we write the original sentence, we're like, how do I change it? So we can play with that, but we're just keeping it really simple. And of course, the resistance is bubbling up because it's like, oh, you know, how is it can create a moment of cognitive dissonance. So I'm holding space for you. So if the sentence isn't quite making sense for you, just consider the process and then rephrase the sentence. But this is so powerful. My son gave up smoking 3 months ago. Actually, it must have been 4 months ago now, after I did this one with him. He said to me, I've got such a bad cough because I smoke. So I got him to flip it, which was, I smoke because I want to have a bad cough. And he didn't like that one at all, but it created the awareness of full energetic responsibility for his results. That makes sense. How did this land? So pop it in the comments. And again, those on the replay, please do post below. I'd love to hear. And I will circle back because some of them need a bit of thinking on and tweaking, and so we'll keep moving forward, and I'll circle back and support if there's any that we are needing a tweak. Okay. So this is around us, instead of saying the responsibility is outside of ourselves. So Terry's asked a great question. Is the second statement reflecting how our subconscious is trying to keep us safe? This is how actually, if we're going to take full energetic responsibility for our results, when we flip it and we take ownership for it, because we create everything. It's not like it's happened to us. We're creating it. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question, Terry? It can feel scratchy, this one. I'd love to know how this is landing. Okay, Terry, yeah. Brilliant. Anita's ouch. I don't have a cash cushion because I want to be rescued. Yes, awesome. So this is right, full energetic responsibility time. This makes sense. So it's more powerful the simpler the sentence that you can get. So I'll circle back, and if there's anywhere I'm like, yeah, we can just tweak it a little bit more, I'll support you with that. Okie dokie. So we've been gathering some beliefs that might no longer serve us, understanding how we're always manifesting and creating a reality, and how we're, by taking full energetic responsibility, we can actually feel really empowered. How does this feel? And the third secret is honoring your personal boundaries, holding space for yourself, your business, and your clients. I want to dive into holding space for yourself as a personal boundary, showing yourself the respect you would another, honoring your time. This is something that I continue to work on. And for me, it's a big part of manifesting. And this is why in the Wealth Portal, in addition to the deep dives that we do to take energetic responsibility, to releasing any trauma, past experiences, forgiving yourself, and the work that we do on the embodied identity, our blueprint includes 15 minutes a day, at least, for yourself, to hold space for yourself and to spend time creating your reality. And I give you specific things to work on within that time each week, and each week builds on the last, so that you embody your up level and reach your destination faster. So we're going to dive in to do some of the releasing and aligning together now. So are you ready to do some energy alignment and manifesting right together? Let me know. Pop a yes or a heart in the comments. Let me know. Rebecca, it's landed. Rebecca, you're like, whoa. It takes a bit of tweaking, isn't it? And then when you got it, you're like, oh, ouch. Right. Full energetic responsibility time. Okie dokie. Hannah's a yes. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Nikki. Fantastic. If you're watching the replay, give me a heart or a yes in the comments. Let me know that you're ready. So the principle across all energy healing modalities is being intentional with your energy, releasing that which is not serving you in terms of, thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and then imprinting into your human Wi-Fi new patterns, beliefs that will support you. So I know some of you've done muscle testing before or energy kinesiology before. Who here hasn't done it before? I will just talk you through the process just so that everybody's on the same page, because of course people who are joining us on the replay as well may not have done it before. I love muscle testing because it's just such a great way to find out what is going on in your energy field in that iceberg of consciousness that we were talking about. And many energy modalities actually do use muscle testing for this purpose. In the Helix method, we use our body as a dowsing device to see which resistant thoughts or feelings or emotions are holding us back. This is using the sway technique from applied kinesiology. Let me know if you've done dowsing before or using the sway technique with your body. I love using the sway technique because you feel it. It's I find the easiest one to do. It brings to our awareness what beliefs and emotions might be hidden in our consciousness. So we use the sway technique to find out what's going on in our subconscious, and then we release the thoughts and emotions and energy with rewiring statements. And then we use positive affirmations and statements to imprint what we want to create into our consciousness intentionally and to activate this in our human Wi-Fi. And to make sure that we're aligned to those so that we can easily create this in any area of our life. Lots of hearts. Fantastic. And the same, use the sway technique, still developing trust with it. You've tried muscle testing, very new. Okay, awesome. Excited for you. Yeah, like with anything, it's practice, isn't it? And building confidence with the technique. Philippa saying use both. Awesome. What we've got in the Zoom room. Familiar with the sway technique, muscle testing, dowsing, all the things. We want to make sure we're aligned to our beliefs are in alignment with what we want to create. So this, when we have alignment across the different levels of our consciousness, this bit is key. We want to have alignment across our higher self, our conscious mind, and our subconscious mind, and our brain and our heart to be in alignment. This is the flow state. This is where we create a neurological synchronization between our heart and brain. And it changes the structures and the associations in our brains and the brainwave patterns that we're sending out. That all then has an impact on our body. Of course, that then all impacts our hormones, the stress that we might be feeling in our body as well. And as we release that stress, we're able to then allow our body to move into a healing phase. And it helps to create changes on a cellular level as well. Love the winky face, Rebecca. So you're creating new neural pathways in your brain. You're creating a new emotional and mental positive experiences. And this process, I'm sure people will be familiar with and have heard of neuroplasticity. This is something, as we rewire our brain, this is something we continue to do throughout our life. And that process itself is called neuroplasticity. So what we can create new connections between events and information, get rid of old connections and associations that can trigger us. And that has a huge impact on how you feel, huge impact on your experience in life as well. And of course, remember, all of this is hanging out in your aura, in your human Wi-Fi, and how we then can attract more of what we actually want, because we've changed what's going on in our human Wi-Fi. So when we've decided we're going for the breakthrough, what happens is our worthiness and our deserving set points get triggered. We need to be in alignment with deserving to receive more. We need to be in alignment with our value, our worthiness to allow ourselves to have more money. So we have set points it's in line with all the things. So to create long-lasting change, you need to change your set point, and that's what we're going to start to do now. Can everyone hear me okay? It's the same way. Connection is unstable, so I just want to check that you can still hear me. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to introduce this to you now. Okay, awesome. Thank you, John. I'm going to do this within our manifesting process. So connecting in with your higher self, creating the consciousness of your future self and activating that frequency, living in the energy of the question and taking aligned actions. I'm going to talk you through how we're going to activate the frequency with the muscle testing and imprinting, and then we're going to do it together and work on releasing any resistance. So inviting you, of course, you've been gathering some thoughts and emotions already with the work that we've been doing around your intention, identifying where there may be some beliefs that it's time to let go of, or some emotions that it's time to let go of. So if you haven't done muscle testing before, I'm going to quickly just talk you through it, and this will just take a couple of minutes, and then we'll do the whole alignment activation together. So to sway, all you need to do is you just need to stand up. Actually, you can do it on the edge of your seat, but if you're new to it, then and you are physically able to stand, I invite you to stand. If you're unable to stand, then if it's possible for you to sit on the edge of your seat, then I invite you to sit on the edge of your seat, just so that your hips can rock. And then I invite you to look straight ahead, have your knees soft, hands by your side. So if you've got a habit of putting your hands in your pocket, it's time to take them out of your pocket. Allow yourself to feel really grounded. And I like to do this to close your eyes so that it's like you're going inward for meditation. And so to test your sway, I'm going to just invite you to, so this is giving you your baseline, to say something that you know to be true, like your name or your age. So I would say, my name is Louisa Havers, and then you're going to see what your energy does. So what will happen is your energy body is going to respond. So if I just use my hand to demonstrate, it'll give you a yes or a no. So forwards is typically a yes, backwards is typically a no. And you can say statements or ask questions, and your energy body is going to respond. Now, what you might notice is you might feel a inner pull in your heart chakra, or just below your chest, or pull in the back between your shoulder blades, or you might not feel anything. Everybody's so different. So if you've not swayed before, I just invite you just to jump up now and just to create your baseline, to say something you know to be true, and then just notice what happens, how it feels if you go forwards and backwards. And then just say something you know not to be true. So you could say, my name is Mickey Mouse. I live in the UK. So for me to say something not true, I could say I live in Australia. And just notice how it feels for you as your body starts to move forward and backwards with the truth and the non-truth. And we're using these things that you're not attached to as your baseline, so that as we start to dive in to the unlocking the subconscious, you know what your normal sway forward feels like. Does that make sense? And if you're feeling like you like, what am I doing? Haven't got a, the sway's not working, whatever, a couple of things you can do to set you up for success is, first of all, is just to take a nice couple of deep breaths, breathing in grace and love, breathing out all energy that no longer serves, and then just to gently tap your thymus gland. Just breathing in at a nice calm rate, breathing out a nice beautiful rhythm. Just do this sort of 16 times. It just sort of aligns your energetic system. And then tell your subconscious, so you're instructing your subconscious, because your subconscious is always listening. Go forwards for a yes, go backwards for a no. That should see you right. Okay. Any questions in relation to that, let me know. Okay. So the process is, we're going to connect with your higher self. Then we're going to muscle test, and we're going to ask your energy a simple question to see if this is something you need to work on. Invite you to tune into your intuition. Just notice as you're asking that question or saying that statement, what's happening and going on in your energy field. And then the third step is a clearing statement, where we're transmuting the energy from that resistance and the reversed flow to an inflow state. And this works because of the intention behind it, behind what we're saying. So the statement is, I release whatever you're releasing. I release it across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness and beyond. And when we do this together, as you're releasing it, I'm going to invite you to connect in with your higher self by setting the intention, visualizing a spot about 18 inches above your head. And then to say the releasing statement. Now, how I like to do it is to say it once out loud and then twice internally. I'm going to guide you through this, so don't worry. If you're thinking, what do I do when? We're going to literally walk you through step by step. And the breath work as we're doing this is really important as well. So we breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4 as we do each, after each clearing statement. I've got a little crib sheet that I'm going to share with you in a second where I've summarized all of this for you as well. Make sense? So I release whatever I'm releasing. I release this across all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Deep breath in and out. What you're saying with those words, that clearing statement is, I'm releasing this across all levels of reality, across all levels of my consciousness, the higher self, the subconscious, and the conscious mind. This is what I do to align and manifest. And then you can validate that you've released it and confirm it by saying, I have released X, Y, Z, and just muscle test and observe what your energy does. So you'll sway forward for yes, backwards for a no. And then aligning and manifesting. This is where we create what we want to create, where we open ourselves up to receive energetically. And one of my favorite ways to manifest, and this comes from the EAM modality, which I'm also certified in, is to stand in a stance like you have, you're an antenna. So your energy is flowing into your body. You're in a V shape. You have your hands up to the sky, like you're doing a sun salutation. And when it's like a power pose, you can really feel like your energy, your lungs are open, your chest is expanded, your aura is bigger. It's a power pose. So some people like to put their hands on their hearts when they're doing alignment activations, and others like to have your arms up in the air like this. So I invite you to play with it and see which one feels more powerful for you. And as we do this part, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and to visualize what you're calling in, to really feel it. So we did part of this yesterday. You wrote down yesterday what you're calling in. So my example is 10,000. So inviting you to see it in your mind's eye as we're doing manifesting activation. Everybody had a place for the money to go. So how will you know when you've manifested this 10,000? When you see it in your bank account? And then what's that money going to be for? Where's its home? Is it going to go for an extension, a holiday, to pay for a team member, to go into savings? So you can see that manifested scene in your mind's eye. And the wording that we're going to use is very simple. It will be, I've just received, or I allow, whatever the thing is, I allow this across all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. So I've just now received £10,000. And then I like to bring in the feelings. So I feel amazing. I feel expansive. I feel free. I allow this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Make sense? Okay, so that's the framework. I'm going to guide you through this. This is how you change your thoughts and emotions so that you can transform those electromagnetic waves, transform your frequency that you're sending out into the universe, working with the universal laws, the law of attraction, so you can manifest what you desire. Sounding good? Okay, so I'm going to share, I've got a little overview document that I'm going to pop in the chat for those of you that like to have the words in front of you. Oh, Hannah. Your wish is granted. There you go. So I've just written out the clearing statements for you in this document. And if at any point you're doing a sway that isn't forwards or backwards, because this is a basic introduction, just treat this as frozen energy, just a bigger blob of energy. It may be that you're holding some trauma. or some trauma that's holding the energy in place. Think of it as like some belief clusters in place. So just for now, we just release it and name it as an energy reversal, but just pop me in the comment, pop a note in the comments if you're saying something's weird's happening with my sway. Think of it really simply, 3 energetic states, the 3 R's. This comes from the EAM modality. So receptive, or the flow state, resistant, or reversal. So I love that description because it just keeps it really simple. You don't have to go down an energy rabbit hole. So reversal is just that, you're going the wrong way. And energetically, if you feel yourself just moving side to side or staying stuck as you ask a question, then just for now, treat it as an energy reversal. And you just say it, I'm releasing this energy reversal, this big blob of energy to do with the thing. I release it across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Okay. So we're getting more of your energy freed up, getting rid of all the resistance and the reversed energy, and starting to get more of your energetic field and your frequency into that flow state so that it'll allow you to manifest more quickly. Make sense? So just to recap, the steps of our framework are connecting in with your higher self through intention and breath work, muscle testing, so we're just unlocking the subconscious to find out the thing, awakening your intuition as you're tuning in to see how your energy field is talking to you, what memories come to you, what you're feeling in your body, and knowing that may come in. And then we have our releasing statement. I release X, Y, Z. I release this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. And then our 4th step, I allow, well, I've just now received £10,000. I feel amazing. I feel so excited. All the feels. I allow this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Does that sound good? Okay, just want to make sure everyone's clear. We're going to do this together and I will guide you through. Now, I just want to make sure everyone's got a belief and an emotion that they can release. We want to have a couple that you want to release. So I'm going to just create some space. You can just gather your thoughts about what you're going to release. So we're releasing the resistance to manifesting the amount that you're calling in this week, the 10,000 or whatever your amount is. We're going to expand your capacity to hold more money. So I invite you to pop in the comments, I have just now received the amount that you're working on. And then just to take a moment just to look at the previous work that you did to uncover some of the beliefs that may be holding you back. And just to also just take a moment, if you haven't picked this up already, is write out any fears or hesitations that you have about this specific intention. Any stories that you know that you've told yourself when you were setting this goal. What's your subconscious kicking up to the surface? So you might have found yourself saying, give you some examples. I've never done this before. Everyone else is going to manifest the money apart from me. Everyone else has it easier. It's going to be harder for me. It's always harder for me. It feels impossible, whatever it may be. You might be thinking something's blocking me, but I can't figure out what it is. Just take a moment to write these all down. We're going to shift these and get into alignment with a new bunch of beliefs that are better placed to serve you. We're going to upgrade your flight ticket, so to speak. So I want to invite you to choose 3 beliefs or emotions that you've just jotted down that you're going to let go of. Of course, you may have more. And as you're doing this, you know, everyone has blind spots. So please do post questions as we go. Lean in so we can shift this. What have you caught yourself thinking over the last couple of days that we've been together? You know, it might be, it feels too difficult to allow it to take place. I want more, I need more. It's here and then it goes. I'm afraid of having it and then losing it. So write out all your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs about manifesting this particular amount. And here's the thing as well, is how do you feel about manifesting more money? How do you feel about it coming in fast? If it was to come in all in one go, how does that feel? Are there any fears or hesitations bubbling up? And another way to think of it, because sometimes people go, oh, it'd be amazing, is like actually just allow your subconscious to speak to you. So beyond that, it's amazing, just sink into that. How do I really feel about it coming in fast? Is there any anxiety going up? Are you showing somebody's face? Are you anxious about any relationships changing as a result of this? Will your energy be able to cope with holding the energetic container for all the new clients that will come in? So some of the things you might be feeling fearful about asking for the money you really want. If you've caught yourself going, let's say I want to call in 10,000, and actually in the back of your head is, but really I want to say 20. But I'm afraid of asking for what I truly want. Or behind that, I'm afraid because actually there's going to be so much more work, I'll be overwhelmed by all the things I need to do to create that. So you think of the energetic states, all these emotions and beliefs are the resistant and the reversed energies that are slowing down the manifesting. Okay, so once you've got your 3 beliefs or emotions that are holding you back, that we're going to release in a second, then I want you to think about how you would like to think about manifesting this amount that you're calling in, this 10,000. If you want to hold the belief like, I manifest whatever amount I like. Manifesting money is easy. I'm an excellent money steward. It's safe for me to allow more in. The easier it gets, the easier it gets. That's one of my favorite ones. So just to take a moment, how would I like to feel about this area? What does consistent, large sums of money feel like? What does it feel like in your body to have money always there and more money always coming? How do you want to feel? Relieved, confident, happy, content, strong, empowered, energetic, abundant, enthusiastic, free. So I invite you to pick 3 feelings that you want to hold as you call this money in. And you might write it like this: I feel enthusiastic, energized, and excited. I feel abundant. I feel relieved. I feel free. I feel joy. I feel grateful. I feel light. This is what you want to create and what you'll be manifesting with your manifesting activations. So when we do our manifesting activations, we want to call in those frequencies and really allow ourselves to feel those feelings. So I've just now received £10,000. I feel free. I feel relieved. I feel excited. I'm going to just give you a moment just to write this out, and then I'm going to guide you through this technique. So we'll do this together. Susan's feeling strong. Yes, yes, yes. Hannah, how are you doing? Nikki, how are you doing? Philippa, how are you doing? Tina's there live as well. Okay, has everybody got their beliefs and emotions they're letting go of and how they want to feel with what they're calling in? Give me a thumbs up if you're on Zoom. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to guide you through. So we're going to connect with your higher self. Let's take a moment to become fully centered and to align our conscious mind, our subconscious, and our higher self. So I invite you to close your eyes, and we're going to create an intention of connection through our breath, and we're going to increase our life force energy through our breath. So I invite you to notice your soul star chakra about 18 inches above your head, blue pearl. And I invite you to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and to breathe out for 8. And to do this 3 times. So just to create some space for you to do that at your own pace. As you're setting the intention, I'm intending to connect with my higher self. Of course, you're always connected, but you're bringing awareness to that, activating. And so collectively speaking to all levels of your consciousness, we're setting the intention. I am creating a clear channel of communication and manifestation between my subconscious, conscious, and higher self, so that they are 100% connected and in perfect alignment and all working towards my highest path and purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, from this space, I invite you to stand up and to muscle test. And the question you're going to ask is, have I got any resistance to receiving the amount of money that you're calling in? 10,000, 30,000, 5,000, a million, or whatever your amount is. And if you go forward, if it's a yes, can you notice where you may be holding this energetically? Is there any tightness or heaviness? It's okay if you don't notice anything at this moment, that's absolutely fine. Just creating that space for you to allow that awareness in if it's ready to be shown to you. And then we're going to release this resistance. So to invite you just to breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. I'm going to say this once out loud and then twice internally, and I'll say it out loud all the time so you can just follow along. So I release this resistance to receiving 10,000 this week, or whatever the amount is for you. I release this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. I'm going to say this out loud. If you say it internally, notice how it feels energetically different. I release this resistance to receiving 10,000 this week. I release this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. One more time. Remembering you're using the amount that you're calling in. I'm saying 10,000 for an example. Nice deep breath in and out. Saying this internally. I release this resistance to receiving 10,000 this week. I release this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Taking a nice deep breath. And then you can validate this, a muscle test. I have released this resistance to receiving 10,000. Go forward sway, it's a yes. If you get a no, this next bit that we're going to do will shift it. But I just want you to experience the sway so you can see the forward and the backward sway there. Okay, so we're now diving in deeper. So what thoughts and beliefs did you have about that were creating the resistance around allowing in this 10K? So I'm going to clear those now. And I invite you to follow along with my wording. I'm going to wrap it up into a ball my end and activate the clearing from my end. So just type a yes in the comments if you're ready to clear the resistances that are holding you back. And just type a yes, a second yes, if you are giving me permission to release this, wrapping it up in a ball and activating the clearing from my end. Again, if you're on the replay, this will just send me 2. So I'm looking for 2 yeses. Yes, you're ready to do this. And yes, you're giving me permission to tune into your energy field to wrap it up in a ball. Okay, thank you. So just taking a nice deep breath, breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. Just invite you to become aware of the blue pearl of your soul star chakra about 18 inches above your head. Just to become aware of this crystalline light white green light coming down from your soul star chakra down through your crown chakra, filling up your aura with light white green light. And as you feel this frequency coming into your human Wi-Fi, I invite you to repeat out loud, anything and everything that is preventing me from believing that I can manifest this 10,000, like the beliefs that I have just written down. So just take a note to have a look at the ones that you want to let go of now. Might be I'm worthy of earning more money, I'm undeserving of earning more money. I'm willing to release this across all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. Noticing how your energy field is feeling as this light white green light envelops you, dissolving this resistance. Breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. So I'm going to say this out loud, invite you to repeat it internally and just bring to your awareness the specific beliefs that you're letting go of. Anything and everything that is preventing me from believing that I can manifest this 10,000, like these beliefs on this piece of paper. I'm willing to release this across all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. I'm going to do it one more time. Anything and everything that's preventing me from believing that I can manifest this 10,000. Like these beliefs, it's not possible, I'm unworthy, whatever you've got on your piece of paper. I'm willing to release this across all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Whew. In for 4, breathing out for 4. Just taking a moment just to become aware of your soul star chakra. The light white green light continuing to pour down over you, whether you're live or on the replay. Breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. Releasing the fear, so just we're noticing the fears that you identified, the fear it's not going to happen, any fears of overwhelm. I'm going to release those now with this wording. So anywhere and everywhere I'm feeling afraid of expanding my capacity to hold more money, I'm willing to release this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. And then you can internally follow along, focusing on your breath. Anywhere and everywhere, I'm feeling afraid of expanding my capacity to hold more money. Anywhere I'm holding trapped anger, I'm willing to release this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Just taking a nice deep breath in and out. I'm going to do it one more time. So anywhere and everywhere, I'm feeling afraid of expanding my capacity to hold more money. I'm willing to release this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. I just invite you just to take a moment to check in, see how you're feeling before we do our intention manifesting activation, which we're going to do to music. So I just want to check in. How is everybody feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling calm? Let me know if there's any questions bubbling up. Noticing how your subconscious is speaking to you. What is the feeling that you're holding in your body showing you? If you're feeling numb, is this a good numb, or is this subconscious trying to hold on to the resistance? Calm and open to receive. Awesome. So of course you can re-watch this video and take yourself through this again if you feel called to do so. Okay, so let's do our intention manifesting activation. So we're going to do it to music. So this is where I invite you to either put your hands on your heart or your arms up in the air like you're receiving a gift from the universe, like you're reaching up for it. Thank you, universe. And to see the amount in your bank account or in your PayPal account, however you receive money. And as you say this out loud, so I'm going to use the example of 10,000. When I say 10,000, you just insert the number that you're calling it. So we're going to say out loud, I've just now received 10,000, and then insert the feelings. I feel so happy. I feel surprised. I feel joyful. I allow this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. I'm just going to pop the music on and we'll do this together. So you can really allow yourself to feel into this. If you can't hear me at any point in time, let me know. Hopefully, that level that I've just put it at, you should be able to hear me still. Okay. So, nice deep breath. Breathing in grace and love. Breathing up all energies that no longer serve. Close your eyes. I have just now received £10,000. I feel so happy, excited, joyful. I allow this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. And then say this next one internally. You're doing inner rewiring. I'll say it out loud so you can follow along. I have just now received £10,000. I feel so happy, excited, joyful. I allow this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. Nice deep breath in for 4, out for 4. I have just now received £10,000. I feel so happy, excited, and joyful. I allow this across all dimensions, planes, time, levels of consciousness. Just bring that image of the money being in your bank account into your mind's eye. Breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. Bringing into your mind's eye the home for the money, whether it's for savings account, extension, team member, program, whatever it may be. If you've got your arms up in the air, you may want to bring them down when you're ready. And from this space, this energetic space, notice how you're feeling. And I invite you now in this energy to live in the energy of the question. So ask yourself this question: why do large sums of money continuously come to me so easily and quickly? This is where you're not trying to consciously answer it, you're just asking it. It's like you've written it on a post-it note and given it to the universe, and the universe is going to answer it for you. The energy behind this question is one of awe and wonder. I'm going to give you a moment to write this question out. Notice what ideas come to you, names of people come to you. Make a note of them. And then the fun bit is you get to take action on them. But notice what comes to you in this now moment, what comes to you in the coming days. Take action. This is the bridge of synchronicities. This is key. Why do large sums of money continuously come to me so easily and quickly? Ideas coming to you, you can take action on now. Whether it's reaching out to someone to see how they are, putting a time slot in your diary, you can create a blog post. How can you create more value for your community by offering them a guidance sheet on something? Pop the time slot in your diary if it's not something you can do now. So that's so you know you'll take action. And let us know what your commitment is in the comments below. What action are you going to take? What action are you going to take that will make this manifestation inevitable? Let's see if you have actions that have come to you, ideas. And it's absolutely fine if they haven't. Just know the universe is taking care of this. Notice the ideas, the thoughts that come through to you. Take action on them. So our manifesting process is connecting in with your higher self, activating the frequency in your human Wi-Fi, living in the energy of the question and taking the aligned action. And the gift of money is that your stuff gets kicked up as you grow to expanding more. This is why my private clients, my multi-six-figure and seven-figure clients work with me so that I can help them move through the emotional stickiness and the resistance consistently so it doesn't have an impact on their business success and fulfillment in life, and to up level and hold our new level of money consciousness. We do need to work on ourselves consistently. We consciously know some of the resistances we know, and then there's the whole load of the unknown ones. that are out of our awareness, running the show and taking us to the wrong place. And this is why I guide you through visualizing the manifested scene as if it's already happened, as if it's a memory. That's absolutely key. And then you'll emit this from your human Wi-Fi. You've programmed the sat nav, the coordinates, you've created your identity, you've got your first class ticket, your consciousness will take you there. So exciting. To recap, we have aligned your higher self, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, created the consciousness of your future self through releasing the resistances to allowing the amount in, the 10K money in, releasing some immediate thoughts and beliefs, emotions that you consciously thought of that were creating some stickiness around allowing the money in. And we've released the fear of expanding your capacity to hold more money, and activated allowing the money into your field. And we've continued to recreate our identity by living in the energy of the question for our higher self to answer. And over the next day and the coming days, and you're taking action on what comes to you and the inspired ideas and actions, that's absolutely key. Now, another thing, I invite you tonight to continue your manifesting, and as you go to sleep, to imprint onto your subconscious mind as you're falling asleep this question: why do large sums of money continuously come to me so easily and quickly? Just say it to yourself 10 times as you're falling asleep. And then give yourself a boost and amplify your energy tomorrow morning just by doing a manifesting activation to music. So first thing when you get up in the morning, pop some music on and just for a couple of minutes, see your manifested scene in your mind's eye. So the money in your account. I have just now received £10,000. I feel amazing. I feel so excited. I feel successful. I feel relieved. All the feelings that were coming through for you. Have your hands up in the air. Surrender. Might want to be dancing around the kitchen. Whatever will make you feel like your heart chakra is opening up and feeling really, really expansive. The key here is focusing on the feelings and seeing the image in your mind's eye. Let us know when you've done that in the Facebook group as well, so that you're like, yep, I've done my manifesting activation this morning, so we can celebrate you. And I've created a manifesting playlist for you if you want some inspiration of what to play, because it needs to be instrumental music so that your brain doesn't start trying to sing the words to the songs. And that playlist is in the document that I shared with you in the comments below, and we'll pop it in the link of the video as well for you. So just as a reminder, use #dailywin to share your insights, your wins as they're coming in. Pop your screenshots of your notes and your actions that you're taking, or pop your comments in the chat so we can observe and witness your action that you're taking in our manifesting vortex. I'm adding in the frequency of enthusiasm into our vortex today. So how can you bring enthusiasm into your manifesting today? Take a moment to think about that and pop that in the comments. And please do drink lots of water after this. Get plenty of rest. There is a lot of energy moving around and some integrating to do. And then I would love to know, what is your biggest takeaway? I'm going to just pop the question in the comments. This is the question that we're working with all week this week. As you're going to sleep, why do large sums of money continuously come to me so easily and quickly? So what's been your biggest takeaway today? Pop it in the comments. This embeds it for your own learning. Just recap, we've covered the principles of reality creation, the 3 secrets to unlocking reality creation. So the illusion of self-sabotage, flipping the script so you can take full energetic responsibility, created a bit of cognitive dissonance for everybody, honoring your personal boundaries by having space for taking care of your energy alignment and your vibration. That space is for you. And we did some energy kinesiology and our Helix method manifesting process. What is your biggest takeaway from today? And if you're on the replay, #money loves me. What is your biggest takeaway? Susan saying flipping the script. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I cannot wait for our 3rd masterclass tomorrow, where we'll be channeling higher realms of consciousness for your money breakthrough. You'll receive a Akashic record activation. And we have a big reveal and invitation for you as well. So you want to be there live Cannot wait to share that with you. Sending you all so much love. Thank you so much for being here, whether you're live or on the replay. And I will see you back here tomorrow. I will check the comments to see if anybody needs some support with flipping the script, and I will answer all your questions as well. So let me know if you have any questions. Sending you so much love. And I'm so excited to see all those insights and ahas are coming through. That's huge, John. Huge, John. And where we can take more energetic responsibility and think, right, what's the next step so that I can now create a different reality for myself. Lots and lots of love, everybody. I will see you back here, same time, same place tomorrow. Take care.